Ustad, I've been struggling with building myself a schedule for seeking knowledge. As a beginner, it's hard not to overwhelm yourself, especially if you procrastinate. Any tips? Seeking knowledge, it's a long life mission. Every day is not going to be the same. Sometimes you're very enthusiastic. Sometimes you're very, but it's a long life thing. You always have to ask Allah for help. That's why the Prophet ﷺ was commanded, وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا, Oh Allah, increase me in knowledge. So you need to beg Allah Azza wa Jalla. You have to humble yourself to Allah. التضرع, asking Allah for help. You also have to come with taqwa. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهِ. Have piety and be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It will help you. Also sincerity. Sincerity goes very far. People who are sincere, they only did it for the sake of Allah, and the sake of Allah doesn't come to an end. And if you did seeking knowledge for worldly gain, after a while you get bored of it and you leave it. And you just walk away from it because you did it for money, and then something else you see, then you're going to jump on that something else, and then you're going to jump on something else. But the person who does it for the sake of Allah just sticks to it and doesn't stop. So those are the things. I have many lectures on the practical steps of how to gain knowledge. So I would encourage you to check it up on YouTube, practical steps of how to gain knowledge. Also, we're all on the same path in terms of seeking knowledge. No one has reached the end of the path. And where I'm still seeking knowledge every day, I come across things I don't know, I didn't know. So it's a long life thing. But one thing I do want to advise people, brothers and sisters who are seeking knowledge, just because you haven't learned today something, or you always see yourself not reaching somewhere, it doesn't mean you haven't progressed. Very important. There are times you think, I haven't done much in my life. But the truth is, if you were recorded and you saw yourself 10 years ago, you would have been amazed with some of the things you learned, and some of the things you know now that you didn't know. You see? So what I say is that even if the progression is very little, don't hurt yourself too much by saying to yourself, I haven't done anything. Because sometimes it can destroy you. It can actually destroy you and make you feel like you've not achieved anything, and you give up and you just stop seeking knowledge and you go away from it. Don't be like that to yourself. You have progressed, even if it's little, but you've progressed. You see? So just carry on. Rome was not built in one day, bit by bit.